Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as Charles the Great. In our last episode we declared war on Saxony, just over a single county, so a fairly minor war here, but we'll go ahead and get it started. We just have the levies of a few of our happier vassals raised, so hopefully the other ones can continue to improve. Then we can use them all in a more major war later, hopefully. So we'll probably go and fight this smaller army first, then maybe go and engage this one. Looks like they're making no moves to consolidate their forces, which is good. River crossings here, and it is plains. So this should be fine. Ooh, looks like we might have to raise some more troops. We've got about 8,000 over there. See who we have in the area. Fortunately, this means we may have to abandon the idea of allowing all of these vassals to have their opinions improve. Let's see, we got another 1,000 or so here. We might actually just raise a few more. And we'll be doing our best not to actually hang out in any of the pagan territory because of the attrition penalty, if we can avoid it. I was inspecting the damage to the highest tower when the head of Hamelin, my son, appeared outside the window 50 meters above ground. What should I do with this curious child? We can potentially get him maimed or wounded, or brave or honest, or we can teach him a lesson, or we can strictly forbid him to climb the tower. Well, we'll take the risk and maybe make him brave or honest. He became brave, okay. Our experience in matters of war has increased, and there are many things we will do differently in future battles. So we're already flanker. We could become an inspiring leader as well. In fact, we're already a flanker, and I believe we're leading the center flank of this army, and most armies that we're in. Unfortunately, we don't have the Crown Authority to change that. But anyway, we can become an inspiring leader as well. Not sure if that makes any sense to do. All of these other traits come with negatives, so I think we will just become inspiring leader also. And I guess it doesn't really matter what part of the army we're leading. Please don't take attrition. We got out without attrition, so that's good. I don't know where the army has gone. Saxon army. I know where my army's gone. Okay, we gained some technology. I think we'll just continue to wait on the borders here. See if they come within range. Because, as discussed, I don't want to lose troops to attrition wandering around their land. I do think we'll detach a small army. I guess this 600 will do fine. Head into our target county here. See if they were adjacent. Which they're apparently not. I think we'll... Let's see, this is plains. Yeah, we're not going to really get any good defensive territory nearby. We'll detach some more troops, hopefully enough to actually siege this. Only need a few hundred more. So that will actually do. We can stay under the attrition limit and siege this while we protect it with our larger army, hopefully. Our son is of legal age. He became an underhanded rogue. Okay. Carry him to a quick courtier in Aquitaine. King of Mercia. I don't know if we really need alliances with any of these people. I think we'll just wait and see if anyone offers. Oh, and here we go. Here's the army. So they're going to be here on the 3rd of May. We'll see if we can just stop them from coming. Apparently they have thought better of it now. And I think we can probably change their mind again. And I'm quite happy to just keep doing this. Until we have the holding siege at least. We might actually want to engage in a battle after that. Otherwise we're going to be in this war for a very long time, waiting for the ticking war score to get us to 100. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Let's hope we don't actually take any attrition here. We have won the siege. Okay, so if we let him attack here and then reinforce, I think we should be okay. We'll be here on the 11th. I think we can start moving the day before and not change his mind. Just about got our reinforcements there in time. And we did win. Up to 69%, took a prisoner. And I think we'll follow his army. Or at least the part that is heading to Osnabrück. Hopefully this battle will get us to 100. Not even close, actually. Capture some more prisoners, though. A lot of prisoners. Wow, okay. I guess we'll follow one more time. And then get out of the pagan territory. Okay, that didn't get us much war score either, but that's fine. So now we can just wait for our war score to tick up and get us the victory. But I think we'll actually attack the army one more time, assuming he's on his way to the war goal. You have annoyed this bishop. Oh, okay. Don't really care. We might be able to just catch him in here, which would be easier. No, I left it too long, so we can't do that. That's fine. And you increased Burgundy's opinion up to 67. Our factions are looking okay. The independence faction's up around 50%. Not really concerned just yet. Okay, even more prisoners. I think we'll probably be able to get to 100 now. And our son needs an education. I suppose we don't really need to educate him ourselves, so we'll just give him to a vassal. And I hope we'll get to 100 before they can siege this back. If not, I guess we can just go in and attack them again. I caught my young ward torturing a rat behind the stables today. We'll talk to him about kindness. He apparently did not become kind. The new Duke of Lorraine. Apparently I'm his heir. Okay. He quite likes me though. So that's fine. And I think we might not actually get to 100% here. I'm gonna go and fight them one more time. Okay then. So that looks a little neater up here. We have the whole Duchy of Thuringia, which is good. I think we lost this county that we previously owned here though, which means that we no longer have this entire duchy. Maybe we'll take that in a future war. Of course, we have a truce with Saxony for the moment. I would like to conquer these little Breton counts also. They might actually accept an offer of vassalization. No, they wouldn't. Okay. We're not the de jure liege. Our de jure empire does not extend into Brittany. Nor does the Kingdom of West Francia. Okay. So conquering them, I guess, would require claim fabrications. We do happen to have a claimant for that one already. I guess it's probably not going to be worth our trouble to do that. But they can remain independent, I suppose. So the other major war that I mentioned previously, I was thinking of our war against the Byzantines, because we just can't stand letting them keep Sardinia, of course. And let's see how we stack up militarily there. We've got about 17,000 troops at our disposal, where they have only 12,000, so that looks pretty good. We will probably have to go and siege a war goal over here, and that means boats. I assume we have access to enough boats to get us there. Actually, we only have 18 boats, okay. But we can conscript merchant ships if we need to help out. And we can just laboriously ferry troops across a few at a time as well, I suppose. But I think I'll go ahead and declare this right now. We can only take one county at a time, of course. We'll start with this one. It could be a problem if it turns out that they have far more boats than I have and they can transport troops across to here more effectively. But that's fine. We'll find some way to deal with it, I'm sure. So let's get our troops together over here. And in fact, we have 100 over on Corsica already, so that gives us a small head start there. Let's get all 18 of our boats raised. So we do have easy access to the Byzantine lands here, and I guess we can just march down the coast here to get access to the rest of their territory without too much trouble. Hopefully shouldn't take too much attrition going in that direction. You annoyed a mayor. Arm indeed. We have a small army going to attack us here, the first skirmish of the war. Well, I think we might want to try and reinforce that if we can. So we can transport almost this entire army across. Let's deselect the smallest one here, and the rest can get loaded onto these boats, and I'll actually just let this army engage and then land the troops. Oh, I was in the wrong sea zone. We still got there in time, though. Alright then. Let's go ahead and start sieging our war goal, assuming we have enough troops to do so. So this is only 17 boats? Oh, here's the last one, okay. Alright, so we can transport over 1,800 troops at a time. We have a new Doge of Genoa. Alright. Relatively pleased with me. Hope he doesn't mind me using his county as a staging ground for my invasion of Sardinia. So I think we have probably enough troops over here for the moment. We'll definitely keep an eye on how many boats they have raised. Seems like they have 15. Can't see any more. But if they can only transport 1,500 troops at a time, then this army is more than big enough to handle that. Burgundy is up to 94 opinion, which is good. So they had about 12,000. We know they had a few hundred over here. They've got 1,400 or so over there. Wondering how many troops we will need to send towards Constantinople. Or whether we should actually just focus our efforts entirely in southern Italy here, where it seems to be getting sieged pretty heavily by a lot of Byzantine armies. And in fact, they have a lot of galleys, so they can land whatever number of troops they want here, basically. Seems that they aren't really focusing on the war goal, though. Alright, so the problem now is that our 9,000 or thereabouts troops here are going to be outnumbered by the number of Byzantine troops down in southern Italy. So if we want to fight them, we'll have to try to lure them into favorable terrain or something, or we could consider hiring some mercenaries, which we do have the money to do. We could also take some troops back from Sardinia to help us out. Or we can just leave this army in the mountains, not try to engage them at all, and wait until we have our ticking war score going from our siege here. That might be better. If they take a few holdings down here, it's not the end of the world. And let's see. Get into the mountains. Let's just stay in these mountains. Actually, even better, Nice here is on the coast and also mountains, so we can have defensive terrain and also land troops there to reinforce if we need to from Sardinia. As long as we're not going to take attrition here, that would be okay. And we're not. So we have lost a few holdings down here, which we're just going to ignore for now. In fact, I think he's assaulting those. Is absolutely fine by me, since that will cost him troops. The majority of the population in Plauen has been converted over here. Okay. Was that our court chaplain? No, where is our chaplain? I guess he's in Rome, isn't he? Yes. And we did actually have some more non-Catholic counties, so I guess we'll use him on those. Alright, well we're going to have to wait to continue this war in the next episode because we are out of time for now, so thanks for watching, and join me again then.